A popular Muncie attraction closed. Tonight on NewsLink Indiana, find out why this business is turning away people.
And the pipe bomb investigation continues, where the packages were found and what officials are saying tonight.
Loads of cloud cover over our area today, but rain is on its way, and when to expect it coming up in my full forecast.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Ethan Gerald.
And I'm Brittany Ehrman.
Our top story tonight, a popular Muncie attraction has been forced to temporarily close its doors.
NewsLink Indiana's Emerson Lehman is live in the newsroom with the latest. Good evening.
Well, Brittany, Ethan, good evening. During trying times, it's very easy to give up and lose hope. However, that is not the attitude of Jackson and Kathy O'Neill.
If you look closely outside the Epic Escape game in downtown Muncie, you may find some shattered glass. Inside, what you won't find are shattered spirits.
Ironically, I think I'm handling it pretty well, because there's a part of me that says this isn't reflective of Muncie. Don't peg this to a big problem.
Thieves breaking in, getting away with thousands of dollars of equipment.
We've had all of our security systems. We have to use security systems to watch them in the room, so those have been lifted. TVs, laptops, all that stuff used to be here.
But owner Kathy O'Neill and her nephew Jackson are already looking forward to reopening their popular Muncie attraction.
Those things that are missing, and they were pretty productive, can all be replaced. I have an incredible staff. None of them were hurt. We're reopening. We're going to be fine.
The intruders are believed to have tried breaking in through this door here, as you see by the broken glass, but were unsuccessful, then moving
inside one of the window, and then they proceeded to steal security cameras, at least TVs, a lot of laptops.
While facing this setback, the O'Neills are staying positive.
People coming in and, open, and we hope that we'll be greeted with a lot of people when we do.
And it certainly was refreshing to see those two so optimistic after losing so much. They're very motivated to get their business back on its feet. Near future. Live in the newsroom, Emerson Lehman.
When the Epic Escape game will reopen, you can like them on Facebook. And after a wave of packages were discovered on Wednesday, police found 3 more packages just this morning. Law enforcement agencies across the United States are searching for the person or persons responsible. Investigators believe most of the packages have been mailed from Florida. The FBI has declared the incidents as an act of domestic terror. The latest packages discovered were addressed to former Vice President Joe Biden and actor Robert De Niro.
I'm not going to get into specifically where we think the packages came from. Some were obviously delivered or in the postal system. I'll leave it at that. Other than that, I'm not going to get into a description of where we think the packages originated.
And some of the packages were mailed, others were hand delivered, but none of the devices exploded.
A new charter school may be coming to Muncie. The Way Academy School has a location open in Detroit, and they are looking to open another one here. The school targets at-risk youth and serves students in 7th through 12th grade. The program implements a blended model of project-based learning, online and face-to-face with teachers. Representatives from Way have gone out into the community in recent weeks and met with potential partners like Muncie Mission Ministries and Minnetrista. A 72,000 square foot building on Walnut Street is under construction to be the future home for the school. A Muncie man has been found not guilty of robbery. 21-year-old Vincent Coleman Jr. was charged with armed robbery and battery with a deadly weapon. The jury deliberated for about 2 hours before returning with the not guilty verdict early this afternoon. When Coleman was arrested in May, police said he was one of 3 men who robbed a Muncie man. Coleman still faces 3 robbery-related charges stemming from an armed invasion in Newcastle back in 2016. The hearing in that case is set for January 2nd.
Police have released the identities of 2 Hamilton Southeastern teachers who were found dead yesterday. Fishers police say they found gunshots in the bodies of 52-year-old Frank Surgery and second court tweet from district. The district is mourning the loss of 2 beloved teachers. Hoosier Road Elementary School and Fall Creek Elementary will remain closed tomorrow. Grief counseling is available at the schools for teachers and students. Police Sergeant Tom Weiger says investigators don't believe anyone else was involved.
A Logansport toddler has died after apparently accidentally shooting himself. Police say the 3-year-old boy was airlifted to the hospital after the Thursday morning shooting. The child's father was helping someone lay flooring inside the home when the shooting occurred. Police say an adult babysitter was supervising the child at the time and wasn't aware there was a gun in the home. There appeared to be only 1 gunshot wound. Who the gun belonged to is unknown at this time.
Indiana is seeing an increase in voting compared to the 2014 midterm elections data from the Secretary of State's office, and that shows that as of Thursday, more than 292,000 Hoosiers voted at early voting centers or through mail-in ballots. Now that's more than twice the nearly 137,000 early ballots that had been cast by this time in October of 2014. However, early voting numbers don't necessarily reflect an increased voter turnout, and early voting began October 10th in Indiana and ends on October 5th. And the day before the election. And it was some really good weather to go out and vote.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see what the Halloween weekend weather will bring in store for us.
Exactly. We're going to be seeing some rain chances within the next couple of days, but right now across McKinley Avenue, we're seeing temperatures right here at 48 degrees. Those winds relatively light, so if you're headed out and about tonight, you might want that extra layer. But across the state, a little cooler to the northern portions of the state. 43 degrees in Fort Wayne, 45 degrees in Kokomo, and 41 degrees down in Bloomington. Now, I know some people are getting ready for trick-or-treat festivities as well as Halloween weekend, but rain chances may impact these. We're going to be seeing rain chances well Friday with 70% and continuing well into this weekend for Halloween plans. And how will this be impacting you even more? Coming up in my full forecast.
A candy company is making some not so sweet changes which could affect your candy buying habits.
And Starbucks celebrates the spooky season with new treats. That and more right after the break.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, she seems fine to me.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was drunk.
No more, he was drunk.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, why didn't she tell anyone? No more, we don't talk about that.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Well, anyone with a sweet tooth, get ready for a not-so-sweet deal. Hershey's had announced plans to increase prices on about 20% of its products. The candy company says it will raise products roughly 3% on those products. That means a regular Hershey's bar would go from $1.75 to $2.35. Wow. Hershey says it hopes an increase when prices will offset rising shipping costs. Now, that price increase is expected to take place next year.
The NAACP will be hosting a special convention downtown this weekend. NewsLink Indiana's Destiny Johnson shows us what you can expect.
The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People in Muncie will host the 2018 convention downtown at the Horizon Convention Center starting today, October 25th to Sunday the 28th. The theme, Defeat Hate and Vote. President of NAACP Muncie Branch, Joseph Anderson, says he is looking forward to this weekend.
This year on criminal justice, which will be a key segment for us, but everything is going to be centrally located downtown. They have done a lot of remodeling of the downtown, and so we're just looking to get support from the community.
The convention this year started off with a huge ribbon cutting by NAACP State President Barbara Williams and Mayor Dennis Tyler.
And at this point, I'm going to cut the ribbon.
Thank you. All right.
NAACP convention still continues this weekend. Find out more information at www.naacpisc18.org. In Muncie, NewsLink Indiana, Destiny Johnson.
If you tend to miss your credit card payments on a regular basis, you might want to rethink putting them off. The Federal Reserve has been increasing interest rates, leading banks to pay more to borrow money. The additional costs then come out of consumers' wallets. The average interest rates over the past year have risen to just over 17%. This is up from around 16% at this time last year. Experts recommend, as you might imagine, to pay off your bill in full each month to avoid being penalized by those increases.
Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, Minnetrista is hosting their last farmers market of the season. NewsLink Indiana's Wyndham Camp has the story.
Minnetrista is having their annual farmers market on October 27th, and with a variety of vendors, there's surely something for everyone.
So at our farmers market, we have a wide variety of vendors. We have pretty consistent vendors every week. We have honey vendors and syrup vendors. We have vendors that sell baked goods, cookies and muffins and all kinds of stuff like that.
The best part? You only pay for what you want.
Farmers market is free to attend. Anyone can come. Obviously, you would just, if you had something you would like to purchase, you would just purchase that from a vendor, but to come walk around is absolutely free.
If you can't make it to the farmers market, Minnetrista will be hosting other events for families in the fall season.
Canning is one of the things we do here, obviously with the Ball family. Canning was very popular. So periodically we will have the canning experience. So pretty much what that is we do a canning demonstration and people can come and see how to can, and it's just a kind of a fun part of it.
And if the weather gets too rainy or cold this weekend, Minnetrista has other options for you.
And we always have our exhibits are open, and there's always something to come in here and find and explore and do. So
the farmers market will be located in the parking lot of Minnetrista, just in front of the Orchard Shop. In Muncie, Wyndham Gant, NewsLink Indiana.
The farmers market takes place this Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon.
With Halloween right around the corner, a new Starbucks drink is brewing. The Witch's Brew Frappuccino has base of what Starbucks calls toad's breath, or purple creme frappuccino, a swirl of so-called green batworts, which are actually chia seeds, and top it all off with a swamp fog of vanilla whipped cream and a dusting of green powdered lizard scales. You can find this coffee and concoction available at participating stores now until supplies last. Starbucks is also putting out a Halloween playlist and a collection of spooky snacks like the Mummy Cake Pop.
Wow. Well, Peyton, what can we expect in weather?
So we're going to be seeing temperatures continue to dip tonight. We're going to actually see them dip just a few degrees cooler to 44 degrees, but we're going to have your Halloween forecast coming up very shortly.
Sounds great.
For those who serve today and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, The Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Well, I have to say, every single year, all I remember from Halloween is rain.
If only I could dress up as Mary Poppins. Is that going to be necessary this weekend?
You know, I don't know if you want to dress up as Mary Poppins, but we are going to see some rain within the next several days. And we're actually currently seeing a system well over the Central Plains right now. We're seeing this low pressure system centered right over here near Omaha, making its way through Illinois, which will be impacting us within the next few days. Right now overhead, we're only seeing some cloud cover, no rain as of yet, but for the most part, temperatures also relatively cool. We're seeing most of the northern portions a little bit cooler right now, 45 degrees in Kokomo, 48 degrees here in Muncie, and 51 degrees in Shelbyville. Again, here it's relatively chilly, so if you're out and about on McKinley Avenue, you're going to want maybe an extra layer or two as the evening continues. But tonight we're going to dip down just a little bit farther degree-wise. We're going to hit 42 degrees. Cloudy skies will remain and those winds will stay really continue well within the 40s come 5 p.m. as we do reach our high temperature of 47 degrees here at 5 p.m. But the big story here are these rain showers, and they're going to increase as the day progresses tomorrow. But overall, your Halloween weekend is probably what you want to know about, and it's going to be a wet one, so prep the rain gear and any costumes you may be grabbing. Again, if you want to grab the Mary Poppins costume, you might want to do so. 51 degrees on Saturday, 52 degrees on Sunday, and this is the big story. The majority of that rainfall does come into play on Sunday, but breaking down those rain chances starting tomorrow for you right here at midnight come Saturday. We're seeing just some scattered showers within our viewing area, and this is going to continue throughout the day on Saturday and well into Sunday again right here 11 a.m. Just some scattered showers within our viewing area, but these will move out relatively quickly for the beginning of next work week. We're going to see some sunshine come Monday right here, 52 degrees on Monday. The sunshine sticks around into Tuesday, 58 degrees. And then those rain chances do come back into play for Halloween. So unfortunately, you may want to grab an umbrella if you're headed out to trick or treat on Wednesday. But overall, it's going to be a wet one, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, it seems like it always happens that way, right? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Peyton. Well, what can we expect in sports?
Well, tonight we're taking a look inside the Ball State football team's Week 9 showdown and the Ball State women's soccer team's efforts against Miami. Coming up in sports.
Isn't this perfect?
It was my pleasure. May I?
Adam, I can't thank you enough for saving me from that sweepstakes scam. I could have lost everything.
It was a classic cat and mouse game. Remember, you never have to pay to play.
You're my hero.
Oh,
After all these years. What's the matter, Adam? Cat got your tongue?
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Sam Sherman with sports. After Eastern Michigan spoiled Ball State's homecoming game, the Cardinals were back on the practice field Monday morning to prepare for their matchup against the Ohio Bobcats. The loss puts Ball State at 2-2 in MAC conference play this season. Eastern Michigan's offense dominated for most of the matchup, but Ball State still showed signs of life throughout the game. All of Ball State's remaining games are on weekdays, and 3 of the 4 remaining games are on the road. Linebacker Christian Albright said he and the rest of his teammates are ready for the challenges ahead.
Just got to make sure that we're on top of everything we need to do, and with the games being during the week, we got to make sure we have our mind during the game. We know it's going to be cold too, so we got to get in that mindset.
Ohio, Ball State's only on for the second half, including 3 rushing touchdowns for the Bobcats, before Ball State quarterback Riley Neal also went down with an apparent knee injury in the second quarter. He threw for 76 yards and a touchdown. No word on that yet, but be sure to check ballstatedaily.com for the final scores and more updates after the game. And over on the pitch, the women's soccer team took on the Miami Redhawks in the final game of the regular season. The Cardinals came in as the heavy favorites against their division rival, but the Redhawks were able to make the home team sweat. Ball State came out hot, scoring 2 quick goals, including this one by junior Sam Campbell. Miami would answer with 2 of their own to force overtime. In extra time, the Cardinals came streaking down the field on a counterattack where a pass ended up at the feet of freshman Tatiana Mason. Mason wasted no time and scored the winning goal to seal a Ball State victory. Mason thinks Ball State is set up well as they enter MAC tournament play.
I think this is really good. We're on like a 7-game winning streak, and I just think the momentum going into the tournament would be great.
And you can catch the women's soccer team in action this Sunday afternoon against Buffalo at 1.
We'll be looking to get ourselves back and grounded and just the simplistic stuff that we need to do.
And the women's soccer team will be looking to add another MAC championship to their resume, so hopefully they will get the job done.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully, good luck to them.
Yeah, hopefully, and wishing for a speedy recovery for Riley Neal going down with that knee injury or foot injury or something.
Apparent knee injury. We'll let you know.
Wow. All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. Awesome. Thank you, Ethan. Or I'm sorry. Well, coming up, a hospital man makes big moves after joining a lottery pool.
And an iconic opera singer will be making his return to the Indy 500. That and more up next in Trending.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Parties. We matter the odds. We fight. United Way. Will you?
Or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Time now to take a look at what's trending tonight.
And joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Joel Riley. Hi, Joel. What do you have for us?
Hi, guys, and good evening to you all for watching. One thing I always say is that one should always expect the unexpected. We can all agree with that, right? Yeah. And that is exactly what has happened for a man named Earl Livingston. The 87-year-old man from Stratford, New Jersey was on his way to buy a ticket for the Mega Millions jackpot. On his way there, Livingston fell and broke his hip. When he told the doctors and his 3 nieces what he was trying to do, they had him team up with 141 other patients to buy tickets as well. Little did they know, Earl had become the winner of the $1 million ticket. Despite still needing a hip transplant, Earl did say that he wants to thank everyone and wishes we all live long, happy lives. And the Indianapolis Motor Speedway has recently announced that fan favorite Jim Cornelison will be returning for his 3rd year to sing Back Home Again in Indiana. Cornelison is an opera singer who is known for singing the Star-Spangled Banner in O Canada at home games for the Chicago Blackhawks ever since 2006. Take a look. The president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Doug Bowles, said, Jim has become a familiar and anticipated voice for the Indy 500 and the fans in just 2 years, so we're thrilled he's back with us on race day. Cornelison will be performing at the 100 Days Out Party on February 15th and on May 26th for the 103rd running of the Indy 500 of 2019. Wow. So I have a confession to make. You ready?
Yes.
I can't sing. I don't have the vocals.
Really, Joel?
I can't. I'm not Beyonce.
Well,
I'm not Barbra
plug.
Streisand. I need to talk to Cornelius.
But I think this one can sing.
Shameless plug, note to self, and other a cappella groups on campus here is going to have a show this Saturday.
All right.
Yes, at 4 in Proust. You should go see it.
So more singing.
I might come there for some training.
But I hope I don't have to break a hip to win.
Right.
I'm
$1 million.
So, you know, yeah, I'm broke. So you know that would be nice.
What an incredible story. That honestly keeps me hopeful for buying lotto tickets. I know that my chances are low, but at least if I get hurt, I can pay off the damages.
Exactly.
Doesn't that sound great?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much for that. And Peyton, one last look at weather.
So we're going to be seeing temperatures dip down a little farther this evening, but we're going to be seeing rain impact our Friday and into this weekend. We're going to see less rain chances this Saturday for Halloween weekend, but they're going to really hit us on Sunday. So if you have any plans, the rain gear is definitely necessary, but temperatures are rather around average, a little bit below for the most part. And we're going to see some sunshine on Monday and into Tuesday, but temperatures are going to stay within the 50s, and we're going to see rain chances come back into play on Wednesday and Thursday, unfortunately. I know we don't want to see it, and we might impact our Halloween plans.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we don't want to hear that rain, but you know, it looks like it's going to happen. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peyton. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana.
Go ahead and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And as always, go on Facebook to watch our show. Good night.